just enough so as not to draw
Oh my god,
attention.
he's
A
crazy.
neurotoxin, harmless to anyone else who touches it. But when it comes into contact with oil from the target's skin, it slowly vaporizes. And by the time you realize something's wrong with your central nervous system, it's already too late to stop the imminent respiratory failure.
What have you done? Oh, you're as awful as ever, aren't you? Come to think of it, I suppose that would make you the highest ranking member the Order has left, no? Now it all makes sense.
That's right. As its new leader, I've decided the Order of the Moonlight Horse will surrender completely to Ouroboros. They may be newcomers, only 10 or so years under their belt, but how long an organization's been around isn't always a good measure of its merit. That said, we'll only surrender after we've stuck it out long enough to make it clear just how much we're worth. We do that, and it makes sense for them to give us special treatment afterward.
Are you really so sure it'll go so smoothly? Still, why not? I'll see where this takes me.
Time to decide, Kruger. You can either try and get revenge for your fallen masters, or you can set all that aside and follow my lead. Maybe one day you'll actually be able to make your own decisions, but for now I'll give you a break and whittle it down to the 2 options.
Oh dear. Yet another unreasonable choice, is it?
What you guys up to? You sure seem like you're having fun.
Not now, Mel. I told you to stay out of this.
Baby Melchior.
There are a lot of dangerous people on the way, so be a good boy and go play with the other children.
Aw, come on. How come you guys get to have all the fun, huh? I'm pretty good with a knife, you know. Kruger's even complimented me on it before, haven't you?
That was...
I went and put out Uncle Elroy's new poison for him, and I know how to use Red Sea's distractions, too. See? I can help, right?
Oh dear. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea to give in to all your pleading after all.
Oh, what the hell? Sure, come along with us. I'll even overlook the fact you snuck into my lab. Right then, what do you all say we go get everyone together and have ourselves some fun? One last curtain call for the Order of the Moonlight Horse, our beloved piece of shit home.
Man, this stuff is so good. Stuff is so good. Divine Phoenix. That would have helped like 3 seconds ago.
Chalk one up.
That would have helped a good 5 seconds ago.
Understood. Providing support.
I need another Goldia gem. Eon. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna carry over though. Hold on. That was fun. I will admit that was fun.
Understood. Providing support. Understood. Providing support. Skills modified. New skill registered. Skills modified. Skills modified.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Wonderful. Okay. Let us do the connection events, and then we do side questing. How about that? Hey, what's even here? 30% off that?
Apologies for the wait. Here's your delivery.
Welcome. How can I help you? Please come
Nice.
again.
What's next?
What? You expecting thanks?
Well, if you insist. My thanks.
Alrighty. Seriously, what's she thinking making me drive out here on an orbital bike? I mean, sure, Master Bar is, but come on. What the hell?
Hiya, Arkride. Right on time.
Why are you here? What the? Is that you, Hermes? Don't tell me that's. Yep, this is the new AF model designed just for the launch. I was in the area doing a last minute test of its long range flight capability, so I figured I'd swing by. Is that really allowed? It's not like it'll delay tomorrow's schedule, so let's not sweat the details. More importantly, give me a minute to get out of this thing. I can give you the rundown while we're on the road. Never expected you to take on a delivery job as Hermes this late in the game. You guys think you're doing this when you're going to space tomorrow? Is it? Feels like I gotta get this done because I'm going to space tomorrow. I don't want to have any regrets. Nothing ever shakes you, does it? So, why'd you ask me to tag along for the ride? Worried something might go south? Yep. Job this time is a race against time, the kind of express delivery only I can pull off. So if my bike breaks down, it's all over. Obviously, that's not part of the plan, but it doesn't hurt to play it safe. Does this job matter that much? So what exactly are you delivering? Ah, there's a distribution warehouse. Once we get the package from Delivery Man, we'll be racing straight to Anchorville City. Because we totally want our bikes to not break down, right? Hi, I'm with the private delivery service. You should have been told that I'd be taking over the package with this tracking number. You'll have just arrived here. Right, the client just told us about you a moment ago. I'm surprised you're here already. Is it just me or does she remind me of someone? I must be imagining things. I'll get you the package right away, then. But, do you really think you can deliver it on time? That's why I'm here. Got less than 5 minutes left. We can still make it. Don't slow down, we're going straight into the station. Guess this is goodbye for now. I'll promise I'll write to you once I'm settled. I know you will. And I swear I won't forget the time we spent together, so you better get your butt back here one day, got it? Guess the package isn't gonna get here in time. Thank you for waiting. The international train will be arriving on Platform 3 shortly. This train departs from Edith and is bound for Ardent in the Principality of Remiferia. It's my train. Take care, you guys. Hey, what's that bike why is the bike speeding right for us? She's crazy.
I made it. Here, your package.
Huh? For me? Are you telling me the gift we ordered made it in time? I can't believe it. You must be Hermes. Wait, isn't she? No, forget it. Now's not the time. Thank you so much. Now we can send off our friend without any regrets. No worries. Just doing what I was paid to do. I deliver anywhere on time. That's my motto. The young man then boarded his train up to the last possible minute with a smile on his face and a gift in his hand. Next stop, his new home. Hot take. I still think Emilia should have been a protagonist. And had her own big thing. Could have been real cool to see it from her perspective with Shizuna and the whole military and yada yada and all that fun stuff. She should have been protagonist. So because the shipping company's incompetence, the present got stuck in transit. The gift was supposed to arrive yesterday so that they could give it to him before he left, but it only just made it to the distribution center today. Bingo! It wasn't going to make it in time, so I had to grab it from the warehouse myself. Gotta say, it's cool how my reputation for fast deliveries has spread. And here I was wondering what you could need me for when you were working on the space program. Didn't expect such a routine gig. What, did you think we'd be delivering some classified national secrets? You know me, all clients are created equal. Hell, a kid could ask me to deliver a caterpillar and I'd do it. Honestly, I'm just glad I got the package to them on time. I don't think anyone else would have come all this way just for that. Who said that was the only reason I came to Anchorville? Ah, it's here!
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is our famous.
Lucky you, Van.
Now this is what I'm talking about. I just had to have one while I still could. I tried it when I visited Anchorville once before, and let me tell you, I totally fell in love.
Please don't tell me the reason you came out here was just to eat this. Oh, I'll tell you, alright. And please, don't act like you haven't gone this far for your favorite sweets. You got me there. She's so pretty! Thanks for coming along for the ride today, Arc Ride. Now I can head off to space with no regrets. Glad to hear it. What's all this about regrets? You're usually so confident in yourself. The worst case scenario isn't out of the question, you know. No harm in making sure I'm prepared for it if things go bad. And since I'm the only one who can pull it off, I'll put everything on the line to see my duty done. Huh. Duty, is it? I'm sure you've already put 2 and 2 together. But just leave everything in space to me, especially now that I can go out there with a clear head. While I'm off doing that, I want you to do what only you can. Jeez, just what are you up to? Now I'm gonna have to live up to your expectations. Tell you what, you can count on me to handle things down here on the ground. That way, when you wrap up your space duties, I can welcome you back home with no problems. Thanks, Arkride. Hearing that is just what I needed. That's so. Well, as long as I could help. We needed more of her. She really needed to be a protagonist for this route thing. Fuck Kevin. We didn't need him. Should have had Emilia's routes. You really didn't have to see me off Arkride. Still, I hope you'll look forward to tomorrow's launch. Oh, she was scared. Sure. Am I right in thinking you're a little afraid? That was a very cute little angle, too.
I mean, on paper. I knew I couldn't fool you. Success is all but guaranteed. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. It'd be a whole lot easier if my life was the only one on the line. That is, I'm shouldering all the responsibility of a giant nationwide project. And even if the worst case scenario comes to pass, I can't afford to end up looking lame up there.
Same like you, is it? The legendary Hermes always gets where she needs to go and makes it back in one piece.
She sure does.
Oh!
Okay. When I get back and things calm down, let's go on a trip together again.
Oh! I swear, she's always such a tease. I guess that's part of what makes her who she is. I'll be waiting for you, Hermes. As your friend, I believe in you. Damn it, he friend-zoned her. After that, Van returned to Anchor. Oh my god, that was so cute. Sorry, Elaine.
Planner
Sorry,
launch.
Agnes. God, that was adorable.
I'm Edwin with Eaton News. So, you must be Kitty. Ren Bright. Thank you for agreeing to be a guest on my radio show.
Well, I just happen to have business in town, so I figured I might as well stop by while I'm here. I've listened to your show before on the banks of the Mercurial. Yes, that's a word. It's an honor to be invited by such a famous host. It's just a small late night radio show, but I appreciate you saying so. And the young man with you is... Consider me her acting guardian. Seeing as you contacted her once you figured out she's the Net's famous Kitty, I was curious about just what kind of questions you wanted to ask. Oh, I apologize if I put you on edge. My whole show is about simply getting to know the surprising people who are the talk of the town. I don't intend to reveal her real name, nor am I here for some sort of gotcha journalism, so you don't have to worry. I'll be honest though, it'd be a stretch to think of her as some regular high school girl. I've looked over the information she shared with me in our brief correspondence, but the striking student who came from abroad from neighboring Liberal. Rumor has you've been discreetly involved with several of last year's events. You can imagine my shock when I dug a little deeper. Turns out you share the same name as a mysterious genius who published several doctoral theses that took the academic world by storm. Even if I wasn't hosting a radio show, my reporter's instincts would fill me with questions. Striking? Genius? It's a little embarrassing to have such things said directly to my face. You're weirdly on board with all of this. Shouldn't you try to avoid standing out? Well, I've already been making a name for myself in the underworld, so... And besides, I've been listening to the show for a while now, and I always thought it'd be fun to be a guest. Don't worry, I won't divulge anything I shouldn't. Sure, but... If you're that worried, why not watch as we record? It's not a live broadcast, so if there's anything you don't want getting out, I can simply just cut it. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I have a feeling I'd like to ask everyone's favorite Spriggan a few questions too. Know who I am, huh? He's a sharp reporter. Doesn't seem like he's trying to feel me out. Sorry, but I'm not taking questions. Happy to sit and watch, though. Can be so overprotective sometimes. Not that I really mind. In that case, come on in. We can get started right away. And so Ren entered the studio, and after receiving a brief explanation of how things would work, the recording began. Van watched on through the studio's windows. Sorry to keep you waiting, listeners. It's time for On the Banks of the Mercurial. I don't even have my phone near me, because I can't even do like a translate thing. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. It's a town in France. Awesome. Great. That is not what I said. Mayor Tool. Alrighty, well, fair enough then. As usual, your host for this evening is myself, Edwin of the Eaton News Agency. This is a show about finding folks who are the talk of the town and asking them all kinds of questions. I must say I'm deeply grateful for the love of our niche little all the love our niche little concept has received. I'll be counting on your support going forward. Everyone, let's aim for a primetime spot. Now, without further ado, it's time to call in today's guest.
Good evening, everyone. My online handle is Kitty. I never thought I would get to guest on a show like this, but I'm looking forward to our time together.
The pleasure is all mine. You know, I never thought you would agree to guest on the show. I'm sure everyone listening who's familiar with the net will have heard about you at some time or another. There have been whispers about the mysterious and beautiful girl who helped solve the problems popping up across the Republic behind the scenes. Theory suggested she was connected to the legendary hacker only known as Kitty. This might sound funny considering I invited you onto the show, but do you really exist? This is actually my first time officially appearing as Kitty. Normally I'm just a member of the student council at a local high school in the capital. That said, I'm originally from Liberl, and I'll be heading home shortly as my studies abroad come to an end. Oh, fascinating. If it's alright with you, I'd like to chat about all sorts of things while we have you. Yes, I'm quite looking forward to it. So, to start, I heard you served as president of your school student council for an entire year here. It's rather uncommon for a student from abroad to be elected as president, isn't it? To be honest, I was actually planning to keep my head down while I was here. I suppose you could say I couldn't help myself, but after all was said and done, I found being a part of the student council to be a cozy experience. Though there was never a dull day, and I found myself wrapped up in all manner of incidents, including my very first task as president. I looked into that first task, actually. Apparently, a certain senator's son ended up dropping out of school around the time you were originally elected to your position. Said senator was also arrested around that time when his corruption came to light. Is it too much to think the two were connected? Oh my, you've certainly done your homework, Edwin. As for my answer, no comment. I'll leave the truth to your listeners' imaginations. Then you did design that famous information portal on the web. Yes, though it's mostly managed by a hollow AI. It's designed to do calculations based on information taken from various participating sites. Huh, I guess I can't say I understand the details, but it sounds pretty complex. Did your doctoral thesis factor into the design at all? I wrote those just to kill time when I was a child, though I was able to apply some of those theories, so I suppose they didn't go to waste. Oh, before I forget, I want to teach you a little trick you can do on the site. If you click the kitten at the top of the screen over 10 times at a certain speed... My word! It plays a collection of cute cat sounds I recorded in the capital. Please feel free to give it a try when you need something to soothe your mind. That's amazing. Did you want to talk about my life before I came here? Well, I've traveled all sorts of countries. Liberl, Crossbell, and even the Empire. A real globetrotter. In that case, is there any particular country you hold close to your heart? That is quite the difficult question. Considering my friends and family live in Liberl, that would be a no-brainer, but I could say that Crossbell is where my heart lives. I also made many friends when visiting the Empire before the war. The more answers you give me, the more questions I want to ask. You're quite worldly despite your young age. Well, I definitely have lived a lot of experiences. Part of that is due to my prior job, you see. Oh, now I would love to hear about all that. What kind of work did you do? Let's see. Hacking, infiltration, professional eliminate... I'm sorry, could you cut that? Now then, we've heard all kinds of fascinating things from our guests, but we're almost out of time. Kitty, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience today? I had a wonderful time, and I've come to realize something after being given the opportunity to reflect on myself. I truly have been blessed with the many encounters and relationships I have developed over the last few years. Those who pulled me out of the darkness. Those who reached out from the light. And those who took me in when I wandered aimlessly, unsure of what to do. And yes, those who watch over me even after we parted ways. It's because of all those people that were there for me that I am here now. Which is why I plan to treasure every one of those bonds. I am a combination of both the good and painful things I've experienced, and I want to do everything I can to pay forward all the help I've been given. I want to be the one to extend my hand to someone in need. So to those of you struggling in the darkness, I know there's someone nearby who is ready to reach out to you. I can only hope that everyone listening will treasure each of those relationships. Thank you very much. And that was our guest for today, Kitty. I'll see you all next time. Well, we almost had a perfect interview. Thank goodness things turned out okay. You had me scared stiff. Hard to believe you managed to talk around some of the shady stuff. Hey, what's up? Oh, I just feel like perhaps I got a tad too excited and said more than I should have. It'll really be broadcast on air, huh? It'd be one thing if you were the only one listening to it. Who'd have thought you'd get all bashful over something like this? I guess given everything you've been through, you're still just an 18-year-old girl. But you probably don't need to worry too much. It's not like the guy's gonna reveal your true name. Perhaps, but the people who know me are gonna recognize who Kitty is. I suppose the silver lining is that it's only a local radio show in the Republic. To be honest, I'd like it if everyone you've ever met could listen to the show. I bet the folks inside you are real proud. I haven't been able to sense them since Nemeth Island. I'm certain they're finally at ease with the goddess now. You know, I tried to look away from my past because I was afraid of getting hurt. But I finally faced it head on and overcame it. Those scars are something I'm proud of now. They're my scars, and they're part of what makes me, me. You've sure toughened up. Especially if you can say stuff like that, when you've got the deepest scars of all.
It's because of you, Van. You were there for me when I was just a stray kitty. And even now, you're still by my side. You're the one who helped me get over my past.
Come on now, don't you think you're giving me way too much credit? What about everyone else who?
You help more people than you think. People who wouldn't have found themselves without you to take them by the hand and show them the way. If you ask me, you need to be a little more aware of the impact your words and deeds have had on people.
Alright, I'll just shut up and take the thanks then.
You're finally learning. You know, you've grown a little since then, too.
Jeez, you remember that tiny conversation? You're really becoming one formidable young woman, you know that?
Oh, speaking of thanking people, I suppose I should be grateful to Harwood as well. He might have given us the runaround, but it's a fact that what happened at Nemeth Island is what let me find closure.
That is true. Nah, you don't owe him one iota of gratitude. You basically told him as much of the time, so stick to your guns. Hell, I'm gonna have to settle the score with him, and when that time comes, I'll be needing your help.
Of course. If we include handling Harwood, then I suspect we'll be working together for some time yet. That should give me plenty of time to pay you back. For now, I'll keep counting on you, Van.
It's incredible how Ren has been so well written since Sky, and she's been in every single arc. Like, it's incredible how they keep doing her correctly. You know what I mean? Alrighty.
This place sure does see a lot of cars.
Yeah, since we've got that depot to the south, we're definitely a key hub for transport.
This place sure does see a lot of cars.
That is weird. I think they may have been a little bit short on the cut there. Now where did my treasure go? If it's not around here, sounds like he's searching for something. Before SPG issue, I might as well ask him what's up. Yo, you lose something? Yes, actually. I collect merchandise from the entertainment district. You say blah blah blah. There's 3 of us. Specific one snapshot from each of the Lancer family. Another one of my fans. My family's, I guess. Or so it would seem. If you find them, would you please bring them back to me? Not really a lot of information to go on. Do you remember where you lost them, or whether or not you lost anything else with them? Alright, I realized they were gone this morning, so I probably lost them sometime last night. Actually, now that I think about it, I had slipped them inside of a Lancer family magazine while I was out and about. And when I woke up this morning, I realized the whole book was gone, and... Hold on a minute. I remember. Last night I was out drinking at the hotel bar, and I showed my friend the magazine, the photos. Do you think I might have left them behind? Also, I don't know if I said this, but Nep, hi, if you're still here. I forget if I said hi to you now, but thank you for the hydrate an hour ago. I definitely did not ignore that. I'm looking over now. Actually, remembering now speaks to the amount of alcohol I must have had last night. In that case, you might want to swing by and take a look. All right, we'll go check the bar for you. Really? Thank you so much. I'll keep looking around in the meantime. Wait a second, that girl with you. Huh? Me? Well, what's up? Could you please not look at me like that? My apologies, you seem so familiar. Anyway, I appreciate you going right away from me. Out of your way for me, thanks.
Time to get to work.
Vroom, vroom. Hotel McReal.
It's searching time.
Pardon me.
Okay, it's nice, blah, 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 blah. Nice, you was here about the photos. The magazine, they customers took them. They mentioned, I believe one of our part-timers thought it belonged to the bar. He's not working today because he's quite careless. I feel like emergency things like you can take each one, maybe. This guy just gave them to other customers? It was way beyond just careless. This might be a real pain. His T-phone. Goldman, second person to tourist who came off a little seedy years ago. He said he was going home by the Capital bus today. This is a quiet younger man wearing glasses. Apparently said likes movies. And finally, the last name is a chatty young woman who enjoys gossip. Judged by the mayor person, probably hanging at a cafe or bar. Gotcha. Easy peasy. I actually, funny enough, like that's funny. When I went up this hotel, I saw Goldman, so I like know exactly who it is. You're pretty.
Will do. Very well.
Sure. Right.
Do you have a moment?
Huh? I think I got from the bar yesterday. Bartender said it'd probably be okay if I took it with me. So sorry, I almost ran off with someone else's possession. So he's the guy. This is. He totally digs her. So yeah, the original owner love it back. Blah, 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 blah. You know, for as complex as this town was laid out to be, probably one of my favorite towns yet. It's really nice. It's a good looking town.
If I may trouble you a moment.
Yeah, you and me both, bro. Like, it's just a good town. Got me thinking about the old times. Poor guy. Again, this does remind me of Balduke in some ways with the architecture and everything. I did just recently play East 9, so it's a little bit on the top of the head, I will say. I gotta get back to playing East 8 too, but Elliot is taking priority.
Pardon me.
God, also it's weird. As much as I've played East 9 and now East 10, I'm going back to East 8, and like the combat is still really good, don't get me wrong, the story is really nice, but like it's not as good actually. What's up, Chill Vibes? How you been? How's Trails gonna make a quick and chance brick using mobile Wi-Fi? Oh hell no. Your internet's bricked again. Things are good. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully your internet comes back. Yo, what's up, Link? Origin for real. Origin's got like that engine is still my favorite for sure. I love that engine's combat, but man, East 10 I think is slowly becoming my all-time favorite from that franchise because it's so fun. It's also very easy, even on Nightmare. Like once you really get around to it, it's so easy to play, but it's very satisfying to play. Like making sure your parries are on point, making sure your combos are on point and not, you know, accidentally taking damage that'll one-shot you. Finding a good combination of accessories to do even more damage, because Falcom's modern thing of difficulty is, hey, let's give them 10,000+ extra HP. That's not the, not the photo. But yeah, I'm like, I enjoyed Ys 8 when I first played it because it was very novel to me, but kind of going back to it, I'm like, the combat is not as enticing as I remember it being, but the exploration and the story is really good. So, it's not all bad.
Got a question for you.
But the exploration, like when I go through area, I'm like, oh my god. It's so pretty and it's so good. I just wish I could move the FOV back like 30%. I do. This is apparently, according to this guide, this is the 7th out of 9 topic quests. The next one we're doing is the 27th out of 40. It's a lot less quests than I thought there would be in this game.
Well done, everyone.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Isn't it 1,000 Mira per hour? So that took us 4 hours to do. Never accept less than 1,000 Mira per hour. Oh, never less than. So he basically was like... That makes sense.
Let's see.
Missing case. Curious about this one. Tell me that's the reason they're looking for Springer for help. I will get the lowdown on this one. Yeah, I'm with you there. Got a weird feeling for whatever reason, but I think it might be worth accepting regardless. That is not the quest I wanted.
Tomorrow's the day.
That's City Hall, huh? It's a beautiful building. Yeah.
Game is pretty.
Especially when you can see it up close.
We're
Let's
actually
do
the old
this.
landmark. They restored it to keep the place feeling traditional.
We have all kinds of fresh veggies.
You can really sense the history of the place.
Reset?
There we go. That's the one I need. Trouble with the lodging website. Now that I think about it, this city is absolutely buzzing with tourists right now. Seems like people from the north are stopping by Anchorville on their way to watch the rocket launch. This is likely an issue that's arisen specifically because the influx of people pouring into the city. If I were to be perfectly honest, I believe this is a case a little outside the scope for an 4SPG. Tech trouble, huh? Not sure the police or guild could do much about this. Hard to know if we're outside of our wheelhouse without hearing the details, but I think this one makes sense for us to try taking on. It irks me a little to say this, but it might be worth doing as a way of gaining a foothold into the investigation. No kidding. What?
See you later, Judith.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
Okay, I mean... Okay. That happened.
Search time.
Legion. Legion. Cuckoo. Whoa.
Please wait a moment.
The bulletin board in here. Are you Gracia? We're from Warcry Solutions. Ah, so you're the ones I've been hearing about. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Gracia, yes, and I represent Anchorville City Hall's tourism branch. There's no need to be so formal. It feels a little strange in a place like this. Yeah, hello, Riri. What's good, girly? How you doing? And almost every day we get a 4SPG from someone in the government. Even so, I expected my request should be right up your alley. Now allow me to explain the situation. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Gracia. At least wait for me. My apologies, Mr. Bannings. Mr. Bannings? Oh, is that your boss? Please, allow me to introduce the Fixers, right? I've heard the rumors. You're right that we don't normally consider asking for outside help. Oh my god, it's Lloyd's... somebody. Dad? Uncle? Person? I don't freaking know, actually. It's probably his uncle, if I had to guess. His uncle or his, father. Uncle. The first time. But Gracia's been making the case that we should reach out to you. Seeing as the buck ends with me as the manager, I'll be sitting in on this meeting. Fine with me. So what's with the request? Yo, what's up, Caster? Portal. What's good, homie? As you can imagine, our tourism branch is in charge of Anchorville's PR and facility management insofar as they relate to tourism. That includes cooperating with certain sites used to reserve lodging. How's it going? It's going well. How about you? Oh, Riri, if you're still here, you wanna do a snack delivery? That'd be great. Deliver me delicious snacks. So I don't have to get up, please. Yes. You're a bit sick, but we attacked those? Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, dude. I did see that in other chats. It's a service that books accommodations for you, yeah? I've seen a few before. It's a little strange for the city to be involved like this, though. Well, we don't just think of ourselves as a transportation hub or a rest stop on the way to the capital. So we provide information to tourists about our various attractions and recommend accommodations and discounts they can use while they're here. I have some pistachio castella cake. What? That sounds amazing. What the heck? Wait, actually though, I would love delivered, to be honest. That sounds amazing. We were talking about tiramisu earlier because the game gave us tiramisu, and I was talking about how tiramisu is a top tier dessert. Because of that, we've been getting more and more reservations than we thought possible. I always had them good snacks, and that's why I asked you for the snack delivery. Wow, normally people just skip right by us since we're so close to the capital. Sounds like you jumped on the space program bandwagon at the right time. Oh, Aaron. More to the point, the request makes it sound like you've run into some trouble. Yes. For starters, some of our rooms the guests reserved ended up being occupied before they even made it to the hotel. One group reserved a suite and ended up with the conference room. And there was even a prepaid reservation that had no record of payment, causing the guests to lose out on the room. Such problems would have been frequent, but only the lodgings registered on the site within the city. Only at Anchorville Lodgings. This is strange. Tiramisu flavored mochi? What? That's a thing? That also sounds really good. Did City Hall figure anything out? Not a thing, unfortunately. We don't know if this is an issue with the site, an error by the third party, or even some kind of crime. Whatever the case, we'd really like to get this taken care of quickly. In addition to affecting business operations, they've also resulted in a number of claims being made against us. It is if you look in the right places. So true. I guess I do need to go dessert hunting. Thing is, it's weird. I don't normally keep sweets in the house. I also don't snack as much. The majority of my snacks that I currently have in my house right now is popcorn, granola bars, and protein bars. And like, that's it in terms of snacking. I really generally don't keep stuff. But then I want snacks. I'm not supposed to snack. If you want sweets, go drink some horchata. Oh my god, Guavs, you're so right. I could get some horchata. We truly appreciate your assistance. Wow. 8,000. Alright, we accept. Really? That's reassuring. Huh, no man says for the city to clean its own mess. But if everything's in order, I'll leave the rest to Gracio. Goodbye, Bannings. I'll still be keeping an eye on things, though. We'll see whether you're not like the rumors say. Wait, hold on. What was that soda brand inside the vending machine? You got some apples and berries to snack on recently? Fruit's always good. Fruit is always good. I've heard the whole thing with the poop virus that berries are no-go right now, so I'm holding off a little bit from berries, just in case. And I can't even go to Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell, and I can't even go to Taco Bell right now. I mean, they think they took away most of the things that cause the poop shit. The what? We have a virus right now that causes some not so fun diarrhea. They took away the lettuce it's safe. Sick. So I can still go to T-Bell and enjoy myself. The problem is like with Taco Bell, this is gonna sound way too TMI, right? The problem with Taco Bell is you don't know if you got the shit virus or if you're just having the normal shits from Taco Bell. That's what's funny. You chopped some cherries and made some homemade cherry protein ice cream and Ninja Creamy. Was so dang. Oh, that sounds pretty good and tart. But yeah, we have a new little thing, Riri, that's causing people to shit themselves. Again. I also have plenty of lettuce, my stomach is fine. I mean, it's kind of contained, right? It's not like... It's only in Michigan and Ohio that I think most of the reports are, but you never know. Can't blame him. Even if our reputation's been growing, the work we do ain't exactly out on the up and up. Same for the Burger King chicken sandwich. That was part of it too? Now we'd like to hurry up and get started. We can't actually know we can't until we know where the issues actually occurred. Of course, that would be at Hotel Mikuro on the back street and the boarding house operating in the southeast part of town. We've also spoken to people in charge, so I'll leave the rest to you. I've gone to this hotel like 3 times. Gracia held out an envelope filled with Mira. Huh? What's this? What do you mean? This is advance payment, of course. I believe what we need was made clear in our request. Please accept it. We only want this problem to be taken care of quickly. Naturally, you'll be provided with a much greater remuneration upon the completion of the job. This is more like how I did transactions as mercenaries. Yeah, thanks for the offer, but we only accept payment after the request is completed. Hard to guess how much overhead we'll be dealing with. Can't you just pay us after we wrap things up? Is that so? Well, if you say so. Well, I'll let you know if you find anything, so don't worry. First, we need to check out Hotel Mikuro. Merci Louis. And the boarding house by the station, right? Yeah, let's get started.
Time to solve some
He's
problems.
fishy. He's fishy. Woo!
Let me ask you something.
I did add a couple of off-stream. I added one quote from off-stream and I added one quote from last year that got missed. Fun fact. Where do all these people keep coming from? Wait till I should show you how many people we really have in the army. I think we're at like what, 20 people now in total for this entire game that we are playable party members. Nah, just some questions. We're here on behalf of City Halls regarding a certain incident. I see. This is about the booking site. Yes, our hotel is registered. Thanks to a tourism support campaign. Oh, it's funny because in Trails to Reverie, the game that was there 3 games ago, there were like, what, over 60 playable characters? And you could have, and like the final boss required you to make 3 parties of 8. Or 10. It was crazy. Truly felt like bringing an army to fight one giant thing. I mean, it was like AI God, but close enough. Sounds like the number of problems has gone up too, am I right? Yes, just the day of an issue that affected 2 of our guests. Their reservations overlap for the same room. That happened to me when I was in Germany. I went in Cologne, I went up to my room, I opened the door, and there was a lady in there, and she was not a very happy camper. But I was like, whoopsie. Did not speak English, so I couldn't explain. I was like, I just held up my like little card and was like, me here. Then we walked down to reception, and they gave me a different room. What's funny is I got the better room out of the deal. From my initial like looking inside type of thing, I got the better room. Does that mean they were somehow able to reserve the same room at the same time? That definitely sounds like a problem. That sounds like an optimistic locking problem. Indeed. The room in question sits facing the river with an excellent view of the city. After some discussion, we were able to move a guest who made the reservation second to a room on the other side of the hotel. Well, I bet he wasn't happy about it. To compensate them, we provided upgraded dining privileges and other benefits. I could live with that. However, the tourism support campaign ultimately failed to provide them with the rebate. Our guests were fairly dissatisfied as a result. That's pretty rough. It was a strain on the hotel too, wasn't it? Honestly, it's been nice not having to worry about profits recently. Needless to say, we're happy about the increase in visitors, just that the growing number of issues is becoming a problem. We reached out to the booking site to try and prevent this from happening again, but they said they couldn't identify the problem. No clues about the cause, huh? Would you be willing to share your communications with the booking site from the time of the incident? After you deleted your guest's personal information, of course. I suppose I could provide that much. Just a moment, please. Okay. So we're good?
See you later, Judith.
Bye.
Initiating search.
Pardon me.
Oh, we had to deal with complaints all day yesterday. We really need City Hall to do something about this as soon as possible. Excuse me, are you the person in charge here? Sorry to interrupt while you're busy. Got a minute to chat? Got a minute? And you are... Ah, you're on behalf of City Hall about the booking site problems. And I'm glad to see you. Honestly, these issues have worn me out. Why am I hiccuping so much? We were told that you have an old apartment that you've been renting out as temporary lodging. just the other day, a guest told me they made a reservation on the site, but we hadn't gotten a notification about it at all. There's something we could do to accommodate them at the time since we were full. A reservation that shouldn't have gone through. Sounds like it's become a common issue. What ended up happening with the guest? Well, we helped them find another hotel to stay in. But it's troublesome having to deal with these unforeseen issues, including returning the mirror that they said they already paid. The new hotel didn't fall under the ongoing tourism campaign, so the guests lost out on the rebate too. Since we were so busy helping them, we couldn't deal with our normal guests, resulting in a number of complaints. Sounds rough for such a small operation. Did they still not find any flaws in the booking site system? I suppose that's a possibility. Depends on how complete the system is, but that's the first place I'd look after taking everything into account. We asked, but they told us they couldn't figure out where the problem originated. The site only just started operating, and there haven't been any similar issues elsewhere. I've definitely seen an increase in the people staying with us since I registered on the tourism guy's own recommendation. But if I'm going to have to keep dealing with things like this, I'm going to have to back out. More people, more problems, I guess. Something does feel off. I'm going to tag out and pick myself a meal at the taco truck. Nice. Enjoy, Guav. See you later, dude. See you tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Speaking of, this is a good time to mention the pinned message. Go check out the newest video for zombies. Guavs is in it. I'm in it. And it's funny. And it's really fun. And we're recording another one tonight. So that'll be out soon. Go watch us play shoot game. Not at all. Here, I'll show you the way. If you managed to get information from both the hotel and boarding house that Garcia mentioned, Sounds like both of them had problems with the site, but no answers about why. We investigated the data received, and it appears that the guests experienced the problems were using different booking sites. There are records of other such cases as well, but there don't seem to be any common threads regarding the sites they used. Sounds like it's not a bug in the reservation system itself. Maybe something on the outside, or maybe a problem with the lodging. Ah, that's possible. I hate to doubt the people in my own hometown, but should we get my mom involved? Miss Chloe? Yeah, La Nuit de Chat Noir might not be a hotel, and the guest rooms typically go unused. But it's pretty famous in the area. The tourism branch has probably reached out to her before. She must know something about what's been going on. You're probably right. We gotta check in with her. Let's head over there now.
See you later, Judith.
Hi, Shannon. You're really pretty.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're all back. It looks like you're in the middle of a 4SPG. Your face suggests you need something from me. That's my mom. Nothing gets past her. We want to hear your thoughts on our current 4SPG. After calling out to the members of the crew standing by, they gathered at a corner booth to talk. Ah, yes. I was approached by City Hall's tourism branch not long ago. They said they would provide monetary assistance and wondered if I wouldn't open up the second floor to booking. Of course, given the secrets we keep, I had to turn them down. It sure would have made the place a lot more lively. Having more outsiders would make it a little harder for the cast to play. If you want to protect your secrets, then you better be off locking Judith up in a room. What's that supposed to mean? I'm pretty sure there's only one possible implication. You too, Katra? Anyway, that's the situation as it stands now. You hear anything about it? We know it ain't just a bug with the booking site. I heard about what happened at the hotel and the boarding house. But there's something else that I found interesting. It's regarding the tourism support campaign. The tourism support campaign? That's the rebate offered on reservations made throughout the site. Yes, but doesn't apply to everyone. There are a few conditions. You have to use the site, fill out a survey regarding that usage, and so on. Anchorville City Hall ultimately has the final say. The problem, though, is the timing. I looked into it. City Hall was making their decisions after the reservation was confirmed, but before the info was sent to the hotel. That means City Hall's the one stopping the information from going through? The information on the reservation was only sent to the hotel after determination was made. It certainly seems like a strange system, doesn't it? Sure does. There's no reason for City Hall to get in the middle of reservation process.